Hey everybody, it's another share my pain kind of video. If you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. Super chat, PayPal, Patreon, super comment the video, super write the video. Bit of drama, but I want to talk about some other stuff too. I actually do have a real life video coming up, and I do have some other game theory videos coming up. But let's talk about this hideous basement goblin right here who is still obsessed with me years later. Do you remember this guy? I don't know what is more ugly, the outside or the inside. This is that polar bear guy that has had a big grudge against me because he's not good at video games. This is the same guy that, let's see, this is the quality control we hear on the FGC on AMBC. Let's see, is it showing? This is the same guy that, if you recall, he likes to joke about me having cancer and how evil I am as he's obsessed with me. Remember why this guy hates me? He hates me because I beat him and his friends when I hadn't played the game in like 10 years. On a broken controller, no practice. Do you remember when this guy complained that it's not fair that I beat people in playing video games unless it says my name is Clayton Chapman? Remember that? Remember that they made all these lies to get me banned? I mean, he's a fucking freak show, dude. He's a weird motherfucker. Years and years later, they are still complaining about it, dude. You and anyone else this attitude is complaining. Whether it's actually you or someone else trolling, it's not. Maybe it's Clayton again. Bro, I haven't played the game in years and they're still talking about me. It is a fact that you not moving on Clayton back in 2021 scared a lot of people off of the game. If you think you can do a better job, then it's yours. How am I responsible? You let him rant in here for hours instead of banning him. Dude, these guys got mad that they couldn't beat me in a video game that I had not played in years. No practice on a broken controller, and they are still complaining. Do you think that actually, you know what the fact is? The fact is, if you look at it, when I had signed back on to play for a little bit, the game actually started growing again. Because do you know why? Because when I was playing 10, oh my God, I guess it would have been like 15 years ago now. Excuse me, right? I was considered the best in the world. The Japanese were posting about everybody. Nobody could beat me. I only stopped playing because when I got a new computer, I couldn't get Fightcade or what was it? It was like Supercade, right? Supercade, GGPO back in the day. I couldn't get that stuff to work. So I just stopped. It's not like anyone actually beat me. I mean, what are you talking about? You guys killed the game by banning the best player who you couldn't beat even though I hadn't played the game in years. Please, I haven't been here long enough to know who Clayton is, and it doesn't sound like worth it. And you got these people like Yuri Best Girl who is considered good enough at the game. Sit your fucking bitch ass down. You're only considered good because I don't play the game, you fucking retard. Oh my God. What would you guys do if I actually played the game again? Practiced. Didn't have a controller that was broken. You know, it's been another, 4 years? You guys are still complaining 4 years later that you couldn't beat me? Well, it's now another 4 years without playing. Can you maybe beat me now? Fucking Christ, dude. This is why I say, who's the real narcissist in the community? I say I suck. I say I feel lucky that I've won, right? How many times do I have to say that? I don't consider myself even a competitive player. You guys are the huge narcissists, dude. You've devoted yourself to an endeavor and failed miserably. You are obsessed with trying to beat a person who does not even play. Finally. 2XKO? Now, how the fuck, can you just tell me, please? How the fuck is 2XKO nominated for the Game of the Year? I have never seen a game. I said this before. Excuse me. I shouldn't say I've never. I have not seen a game so complained about since Street Fighter vs. Tekken. That was hyped up. Oh, it's going to be so amazing, blah, 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 blah. And we know Street Fighter vs. Tekken, that shit flopped extremely quickly. Never even had a solo tournament at EVO the first year. It was already designated to a tag team game because people hated the game that much. 2XKO has been getting a ton of hate. It's almost funny. How the fuck could the game even be fighting game of the year? Because they keep seemingly from what it seems like it's just patch. Oh wait, the game isn't actually released yet. This is still a beta patch. So if the game isn't even released yet, why is it's somehow best fighting game of the year? Even the own developer interviews, they constantly, the game, it's not doing that, well, we think the game's good, but we realize there's so many problems with it, but we'll fix it. Another patch. What? I have never seen a game since, Street Fighter vs. Tekken that has been getting, in the fighting game community, that has been getting shitted on so much. And yet this is a fighting game of the year award. I honestly don't see how you could give it to this game. I feel like it's got to go to City of the Wolves, right? I mean, personally, I don't understand it. But again, I've said this before. How many times have I said this? I am delighted in the failure of 2XKO. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets an award because the community is obviously so fake as fuck, right? But I am delighted that the game has been shitted on so much and has been complained about so much because, again, there are so many people that I used to help that are working for the game, right, that then went and shitted on me, as well as other people that just shit on me in general. So I am delighted that it is showed just how incompetent all these people are. However, once again, even saying that, I would say I encourage you to watch my haters. Expand your horizons, right? You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of any of these guys. I take great pleasure. Again, I said it, 3-4 times now, and that they have failed so badly after talking so much shit about me throughout the years. How they're the biggest brains in fighting game history. They're the greatest people. Clayton didn't really do all this stuff. No, don't look at Clayton's videos. His proof, it's fake, blah, blah, blah. And it just goes to show how like this game has exposed themselves for how shitty they actually are. So I'm glad that it's failed as bad as it has so far. But again, even saying that though, you don't have to take what I say at face value. You can look it up yourself, watch my haters. I don't control you, so anyway, those are two things that stuck out to me. I can't believe people are still complaining about Karnovs Revenge. Again, I don't consider myself a competitive player, but you know what? It's a fact. Guess what? When I have played, I've won. And I've won with more excuses than any of you guys that you have, right? So I don't understand. I'll never understand. My brain, dude. You're still complaining 4 years later. And what was this motherfucker talking about? What is this thing? Look at this. Years ago. You want me to do a better job? So you kind of freaking, man. Sadly, skill in a video game doesn't add up to make up for lack of social skills. They may not find a cure for that, but I hope they find a cure for your super cancer or whatever you have. By the way, no one would even remember you're alive if you didn't make a video about the hack. Still talking about me years later. It's not fair that I beat him and his friends in video games. Maybe you just need another hobby. Maybe you need to look in the mirror because you were one ugly motherfucker. You're hideous. I don't know what's more ugly, the outside or the inside. Maybe if you, actually had social skills yourself, if you didn't live in a basement, maybe if you actually try to improve yourself, maybe you could at least work on the outside, something, dude. Get in shape. You're getting outperformed by a guy that doesn't even know how much longer he's going to be alive, that spends the majority of his life in and out of a hospital. Come on. Anyway, the end.